Okay, so this video is how to create groups in each of your courses, so you can narrow it down and see what particular groups have been doing it for you, in a course for you, or in the grammar section. If you can have a look at hot potatoes quizzes, not necessarily just in the grammar section, but any section, so you can narrow it down. So how do we do that? So click on Modern Languages. I'm going to do one in Spanish because I haven't set one up for my Year 7s yet. In Key Stage 3, and go to my Listos 1 course. Okay, and on the left hand side it says groups. So I'm going to click on my groups, and these are the groups that have been created for this particular course. Now if you wanted to get rid of any of them, I don't want that one anymore because I've had them, that is last year's Year 9, so I want to edit this group, delete this group rather, and it asks you whether you want to delete it, and I say yes. So that's how you delete various groups. Now I want to create a group for my Year 7s that I have at the moment. So I'm going to click Create Group, and it's going to ask me what I want to call it. So I want to call it 7N Spanish 2014 13 14 DRS, just so that I know it's my group. I might have an enrollment key so that whenever they log on they have to put in a particular password. Don't need to. Could upload a picture for them if I wanted to. I've never done that before. And then I click Save Changes. So then I have my group up here, 7N, and now I need to find the people that are in that group. So then I click on Add Remove Users. Okay, and I scroll down, just find Year 13, or Year 13, the 13 extension, some of the students in there. And then I find some of the students, so I click, and you can multi-select, so you can click one and press the Control key, and click another one, and another one, scroll down, click some more. Okay, once you've selected all your students, if they've already been into the course, you click Add. Now they'll only appear on this side if they have been into in this case, the Listos 1 course. If they haven't been in at all, you won't be able to set up a group. So you'll have to wait till they've been in once at least, and then you can set up the groups, and then they'll appear. Okay. If you select somebody by accident, just click on that person, and then click Remove. Or you could multi-select again. I don't want any of those three, and I'll click Remove, and they go back into this section here. Okay. So when you finish and you've selected all your students, you click back to Group, and then when you select each group, it will show you who's the member of that particular group. So in this case, I've only selected one student. I click this one, it's got all of my students here for my 8F. Okay. Now say I want to change this because this is my 7F from last year, but I've still got them as 8F, so I want to change this to 8F now. So I click Edit Group Settings. So I'm going to call it 8F. It's the same students. Okay. Change all the information and then save the changes. Okay. And if I wanted to change the people that are in there, I could click on Add Remove Users. So say somebody had gone to another school, for example, I could click on them and click Remove. Okay. Go back to Groups. Okay, and then you're done. So then you click back to Listos 1. Okay, so if you want to have a look at particular grades for that group, for example, click on Grades. Okay, so I've got my students here, but I want to separate the groups, so I'll click on this little arrow here. So I want to have a look at what my 8F have got at the moment. Click on 8F, and it will just bring up the results for that particular group. Okay. Another thing you can do is in any course you can have a look at participants, who's actually been in the course and what they've been looking at. So you click on participants here. Goes. Okay. And again you can separate the groups, so I can have a look at just a particular group, or can have a look at anybody who's been looking at this course. So I'm just going to look at 8F and narrow it down so I can see who's been into my course from that particular group over the last few days. Now, if I want to be even more specific, I can click on the person. Okay, and if I click on activity reports, I can see, if I scroll down, exactly what they have looked at. In this case, nothing. She's looked at some things. So she has done some activities. So you can see when she's looked at something, what time she's looked at it, how long ago it was. If it's a hot potato, as you can see that the scores are there, and it gives you the scores of how many every time that she's practiced the activity. Go down. Anything else that she looked at? Yep, she's had a look at this audio file that I asked her to have a look at, and then some of the other audio files as well. Okay. So you can be really specific and narrow it right down to exactly what they've been looking at, and you can prove, or it'll prove to you what they've been doing. Okay.